Contestant number 4, Byron Pollock. The words we choose. The words we choose. Byron Pollock.
The English language is a beautiful thing. The bastard child of Old Norsemen, French invaders, and Germanic barbarians, the world's most pervasive language also features infusions from the Latin, Greek, and Dutch, among other languages. Now, perhaps there are other languages that share such a multicultural heritage, but none of them are my mother tongue. None of them are what I reach for to paint the world around me, to paint the world inside me, to paint the world you give me when you speak. Tonight, I want to show you how our language is pliable, precise, powerful, and on occasion, unpredictable. I think we take for granted the amount of flexibility available in our language, the way we can take any subject and examine it from various angles like the facets of a well-cut diamond. For instance, is it a building, a location, an environment, a situation, a class, or a school? Is he a fraud, a foe, a friend, or a fool? Is she a beauty, a babe, a baby mama, or a B-I-T-C? Oh, no, I won't. Suffice it to say, there's enough pliability in our language that some words are likely best left unsaid. Let's talk about how we learn, about how we receive instruction. But let's be precise about it. When you were little, did your parents instill in you a sense of right and wrong bit by bit over time? When you were in school, did you find yourself infused in an environment of learning and growth? And if not, were you infused with smoke in the boys' room instead? Or were you hard-headed like me and needed a drill sergeant to inculcate discipline into you? Or perhaps you once saw a flawless performance and felt your chest rise with inspiration. You see, when we dig into it, it's more than just simple instruction. Do I still get to learn how to spell myself and rely on software I install to do it for me? Our language is powerful. With metaphors, we make our speeches dance on our tongues. With similes, we hammer out our words like fine metal sculptures. With onomatopoeias, we watch as the words splash and pop and boom and crackle. And we all love the linger and the lengthy alliteration. Even make games out of them. We call them tongue twisters. Remember this old favorite? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Just rolls off the tongue. But the peculiar power of our parlance is practically pictured perfectly in poetry. When Langston Hughes encapsulated decades of struggle in a single line when he wrote, "Life for me ain't been no crystal stair." Or Dorothy Parker issuing sly social criticism into the 1920s with the couplet, "Men seldom make passes at girls who wear glasses." Or Elizabeth Bishop capturing the death throes of a literal fish out of the water with the rhyme, "His gills were breathing in the terrible oxygen." Or E.E. Cummings gaining ground in his lover's heart when he wrote, "The best gesture of my brain is less than your eyelids flutter. It says we're for each other." What marvels can we weave with so few words? Well, I will admit, as I mentioned above, that spelling is a nightmare. Blame the Nordic traders or the Viking raiders, but somehow we ended up with a language that spells tough without an F, women without an I, and nation without an S. Now, if we can become weakness, then why not strong become strongness? And let's not talk about how to produce the produce or what they're doing with theirs over there. Ironically, the nuance and complexity that makes our language so rich also makes it unpredictable, erecting a barrier to any who would try to learn it. But learn it they do, as a billion of us around the world already have. And to be honest, if there's something you don't like about the language, change it. It's changing anyway. Did you know that you don't have to lay something on a table anymore? You just lie it there. Or when's the last time you hanged something instead of just hung it? And can I ask you a question? Did you know that the word awful used to mean just what it sounds like? Full of awe and wonder? And sometimes it still does. As in, I'm awfully glad to be here this evening. My oldest son didn't start speaking until he was 4 years old. And those first words were hard-won. Likewise, my youngest son is fast approaching 2 years old, and he's yet to utter his first word. Not mama, not dada, nothing. He's been observed and tested by experts to discover where he's at, and it seems that we may have another long road ahead of us, but we may not. As a man who loves words, it's obviously frustrating to have a child who is limited to grunts and whines. But I know God has a purpose for my son, and he's given him to me for a reason. Perhaps in time I will abandon all the lovely lush of our language to discover a form of communication that's nearer and dearer to the soul. If there is such a thing, I will find it, for I love my sons. So take no words for granted. With them you can create the most beautiful things, or destroy them in a matter of seconds. You can love someone with your entire heart, or you can hate them until the day you die. In our language, you have over 50,000 words to choose from. My friends, decide in your heart today what it is you want to say, and then choose your words wisely. Now, contest.